Hi everybody, this is Noct. Welcome back to another one of my Dungeon Boss videos. Today we're looking at the Fire team again. This time we're looking at their new buffed appearance instead of their weaker form. I'll be going over each of their runes and stats, as well as displaying their overall power and abilities through all dungeons. First dungeon we're going to express their power is my favorite to show off in Guns Rocks. This time I've gotten a lot stronger so that way they can deal as much damage as physically possible. And the good thing is, they're all level 51, all max level, so they're going to be doing some very high damage. These years I'm about to win the sheer purpose of runes thanks to the Dwarves versus Goblins event that just ran through. I was able to get my hands on some very powerful runes. I was able to get some heroics, some rares, and some greater runes. I even ended up getting a superior rune. I don't know how that happened, but I'm glad for that. Anyway, here we go in Creon's Rocks. As you can see, my team does an exceptional job at wiping out his targets. And all my heroes can absorb a very high hit, or they cannot die from any light hero. What's great about this team is their trust and abilities and support. As for that, Nitpick with the Spirit of Fire will increase attack for all fire allies by 50%, and versus Legacy of Flame will increase attack by 50% as well, giving them a 30% attack increase. Not only that, but their defense, skill, and crit is all increased as well. That's what makes this team very beneficial and very strong. They're great compatible together, and they can always deal a lot of damage on their own or with the team. My Furnace here, he's a 5-star, so he'll be able to crit on most of his targets for a majority of damage. Is a very powerful fire hero, so take caution when controlling around this construct, because you don't want to blow it up in your face. He'll burn your allies as well as burn your enemies, but it'll do a crud ton to himself and as well as all the allies or enemies around him. My Mega John is a 5-star and he's a monster thanks to the great buff that was just added. Now the Mega John has been buffed a little, he's actually more useful in the legible monster team. Normally is a 5-star archer. She's not that very high rune, but she'll be in there very shortly. And Nitpick is sadly only a 4, but I'm slowly getting him up to a 5. Who knows? Maybe he might become stronger than that of my Furnace. Highly unlikely, but there's always a chance. And see, these heroes are very compatible together, and they can always do a lot of damage with themselves or with other partners. And there we go. Right, on to the runes. First hero we're going to be looking at is my high powerful Furnace. And see, I have fully upgraded him with runes this time, so he's more of a deadly target. When his runes are combined, he has a legendary battle rune, and they'll give him attack and dark resist, plus reduce damage from all beasts by 10%. That was a random roll from that room, but it turns out to be very useful against water beasts. His greater battle rune increases his attack, health, and crit chance. That was a very good rune. I quick glued that one. His greater power rune increases his attack, damage, and skill. His greater bulwark rune increases his defense, health, and dark resist. I don't know why I have 2 runes for that. And his greater precision increases his crit chance and dodge. When looking at his stats, he now has 2914 attack, and 10,000 health, ton of skill, and a lot of defense. Not only that, but he now has a boost his dark resist, and he also has the chance to dodge some attacks. Next tier we're looking at is my Nimrel. Nimble I've granted for purposes of Glass Cannon and for survivability. We'll look at her rune. She has a common, lesser battle rune, and then all the other runes are greater. Look at the runes. He has a greater battle rune, which will give her attack, crit chance, skill. Her greater power rune increases her attack, damage, and dodge. Her greater Aegis rune increases her damage reduction, defense, and skill. And greater precision increases in crit chance, dodge, and skill. When looking at her stats, she now has more attack than ever, and she can also survive a deadly punch. I do have to say, though, her crit chance is slightly raised than what I saw earlier. Her attack has gone up by a little bit, and so is her skill. What I was most concerned about was her defense and her reduction. Next year we're looking at is my Nitpick. Nitpick I've bumped up with some interesting runes. I've actually grinded these off of dungeons, but the majority of them I've found. He has 2 listed battle runes which increases attack, crit chance, and fire resist, and attack, skill, and health. His improved light rune increases health, defense, and his improved precision rune increases his crit, dodging, and his greater life rune increases his health and defense. So looking at his health, he can now survive a deadly punch as well. His crit chance has also gone up a little bit too, and he can also dodge an attack as well. His attack was what I was most concerned about. It wasn't greatly boosted, but now that we have some runes on him, he can certainly survive a punch. And then the big man, Mangojaw. I've gone over him once already, but doesn't hurt to go over him again. Of course, same runes, all 5-star. His stats got up a little more this time, thanks to him being level 65. And all these combined give me a 15,147 power roster. And that's a pretty powerful team. Well, that's all I got for this video. And that was for the fire team. And tune in next time for my legendary ice team and my nature team. I will be doing a dark team or light team review shortly, but until then, I will see you guys later. Farewell.